All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the B4 podcast. I am your host, Lindsay Barth, and if you were paying attention, you did see that we skipped over the month of June here in the podcast studio. It's summertime, and we took some time off, so apologies, but we are back, and we are halfway through Beverly's 400th year, which feels kind of wild. So we're getting through it, and boy, do we have a lot of fun things coming up for the second half of the year. I'm so excited to talk more about it today. And I'm going to introduce my guests because they're going to be talking about it with me. Today we have in the studio Sydney Sweeney and Brenda Treuhaft. Thank you so much for being here, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're excited.
Absolutely. So I know we have some really exciting events to talk about, but I kind of wanted to start from the beginning and let folks kind of get a sense of why you're here and how'd you find your way to Beverly. So Sydney, how'd you find your way to Beverly?
Yeah, so I actually, I went to school here. So I went to Gordon, not far away. And I actually moved back home after college, which is Pennsylvania for me. But my husband was from around this area. So whenever we were dating, I actually moved back up here. And that's kind of how I got here. And then we've been pretty involved ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. Your husband was our counselor at large, am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So Brendan Sweeney, getting involved in the community. We'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sid. And Brenda, how did you find your way to Beverly?
Mine was a little bit of more of a roundabout way. I'm from Ohio.
Okay.
And after college, I moved to Boston. Lived in Boston a couple years.
Nice.
Ended up moving up to Rockport.
Ooh.
Lived in Rockport, and I had a retail store there. I was there for a while and realized that I loved Rockport, but it was a little bit too small of an area.
It's kind of the end of the earth up there.
Exactly, and I was in my 20s.
Okay.
And it was still like a dry town then. We had to go to, at minimum, Gloucester to go out.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of had discovered Beverly and along the water, and I loved it. I just thought it was a beautiful area. And a friend of mine who was living in Woburn wanted to move up this way, and we were talking about sharing an apartment. She didn't want to go any further than Beverly.
Okay.
So I didn't want to go any further down than Beverly.
It was the perfect meeting point.
Beverly it was, and we had a vision for where we wanted to live, and which was off of Lothrop Street, and we found an apartment there, and
oh my
I've been
gosh.
downtown ever since, and it's just fun to see how it's become so revitalized.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So when did you move to Beverly, to
I moved here in
Lothrop Street?
1986.
Can
so I've been here a while.
I feel like people will want to know, how much was your rent?
Oh my gosh. I cannot even remember, but I don't remember it all.
Yeah.
Definitely nowhere near what it's like today.
No,
Nowhere near.
I mean, woo, it's gotten crazy. I moved to Beverly in 2012, and I got a tiny little studio apartment right off of Pond Street, but like right here, downtown, $675 a month. It was a beautiful thing.
Gorgeous.
Can't find that anymore.
I want to say the apartment we moved to on Thorneck Street was $1,000 a month for 2 bedrooms.
Lovely.
Maybe it went up when I moved because I was there about 15 years
Wow.
to $1,200.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it was huge
Yeah.
apartment. Like my bedroom had 5 huge windows.
Oh.
So it was went front to
Lots
back
of
of the
light.
house. So
Oh
it was
my gosh.
a lot more reasonable then.
Beautiful, and right near the water.
Totally.
Ugh,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, so that's how you guys found your way to Beverly.
Yes.
What has inspired you to get involved with all of these Beverly events, the Beverly 400? How'd you get dragged into this?
I was at an event from, I think it was the Creative County, is it?
Creative Collective?
No, not the Creative Collective, the Creative, something with Essex County.
Oh, okay.
There was a event at Salem State.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not Salem, yes, at Salem State last year, I think.
Okay.
And Todd must have been speaking about the Beverly 400, and I heard about it, and I thought that sounded really interesting, and like I said, I've been here since '86, and I haven't been that involved in the community except with the Beverly Chamber.
Yeah.
I'm involved with that, and I wanted to get more involved in the community, and I really like doing events, so I just think it's kind of fun to do events. So introduced myself to him and told him I'd be happy to volunteer on the committee, and if they had an events committee, then I would like to be on that, and that's how I ended up on it.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Well, what a great fit. And
Yes.
thank you for volunteering, because this has been just such a wild ride.
It's been great.
And it takes so many hands to get this many events off the ground.
Yes.
And it's really, really cool to see. So
And
Thank
Sydney
you.
has been an amazing events chair, so we were very
Yes.
lucky that she was our chairperson.
Oh,
Or is our
yes.
chairperson.
So Sydney, yes, you're a board member with
Yep.
me on the 400. How did you get roped into this? Was it Todd?
A little bit of both. So I have always loved doing events. I really kind of thought about going that direction before professionally, but it's never kind of panned out. I've been a teacher actually for the last 6 years prior to that and worked in a school. But I was recommended by Julie De Silva to Todd to be the events chair, which was such an honor for her to think of me. And it was a great way to get involved and kind of get to meet more people throughout the community. And so they had recommended that, and that's kind of how I got roped in. And I don't really think many people know, but Beverly 400, the board has actually been meeting since, 2024?
Yeah.
So we have really been doing a lot of work behind the scenes for years now. And so to finally get here and get to this point has been a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I think I blocked out the fact that we've been doing
Doing
this
for
for
2
2
years.
years.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thank you. So the events committee I know has been putting on a lot of things are actually happening soon. It's
Yep.
sort of in the second half of the year, but we have a big event coming up that's tied to the homecoming week, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So homecoming this year is a little bit extended. It's the end of July into August. And you have this event. Tell me more about this event that you've been planning.
Yeah, so one of the events that the events committee has been putting on, or is going to put on, is the citywide scavenger hunt. And it is called Discover Beverly, and it is actually made up of 6 different passports. So the passports are different themes. So there is something out there for everybody, essentially. There are food and beverage passport, we have a historic passport, an art passport, we have a citywide one so that it explores some of the other neighborhoods as well, so we wanted to make sure to include them. And we have a Schubert's Maze one, which is in the Cumming Center, and you get to follow actual fun little map of little Schuberts. So that one's a little bit different than our other ones, but it is really fun. And so that is kind of the direction we're going with it.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of different businesses downtown. It's all pretty much centered around downtown being able to be walkable, except for the citywide one. And lots of businesses are participating. So
Very
we're really
cool.
excited.
Well, I love a scavenger hunt. I think they're so fun. And it's just the way that you're describing it, it sounds like it's going to really give people an opportunity to kind of explore parts of Beverly that maybe they have just walked by for years and years and have never really popped in or seen what's going on. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
really cool. How did this concept come to be? Were there inspiration? Is it just the committee putting their great brains together and coming up with this idea?
Yeah, so this was one of the ideas that have actually stand the test of time. We pretty much, whenever I started meeting with my events committee back in, I think, 2024, this was one of the original ideas that people had kind of presented as an event that they might want to do, because it's a great way to get businesses involved, to get people aware of what's happening, to explore the city. And so we've kind of run with it ever since, and developed it. It's had multiple iterations along the way to what it finally is now. So it's kind of where the idea came from. So it was the original members of the events committee, which throughout 2 years, you can imagine, kind of ebbs and flows and changes. So some of those committee members are no longer on the committee, or life happens and they changed directions. And we've also gained some really awesome members along the way too. So Brenda's been in for probably a little over a year and a half now.
Yeah, I would say about that.
So
Amazing.
it's kind of how it came to be.
Excellent.
Right,
Well,
when I
that's
got on
really
the
cool.
committee, it seemed like we had so much time to plan things.
Came
And all of a
quick.
sudden, we're like, oh my gosh, we have 2.5 weeks to
Yeah.
finish putting this together. But it is going to be really fun.
Yeah, awesome. And when is the official scavenger hunt kicking off?
So the event actually starts the 25th, July 25th, and it runs for 4 days. So that way people can actually hopefully participate in more than one passport. You can choose just one, or you can do many. It's up to you. So it is actually 1 day before homecoming technically starts, and then we're finishing up on that Tuesday. And then that Wednesday we actually have a fun culminating event at Backbeat Brewery, where we're going to be announcing the prize winners and all of that. So that'll be
Very
a fun event.
So so the 25th is a Saturday.
Okay.
So we also figured that Saturday was a good starting point for people.
Definitely.
Good day, so they have the weekend. Because of the variety of businesses, most of the businesses aren't open 7 days a week, but that also gives time for people to go to, they have 4 days to go to the businesses. They don't have to do each passport in one day, so they can take the 4 days to complete each passport.
Amazing.
So it gives them plenty of time to go in, with making sure to get all the hours that people are open.
Perfect. It's like a choose your own adventure.
Pretty much so, yes.
Love that.
And we'll have like a minimum number of places that people have to check in at for each passport that they have to do. So again, it gives them 4 days to be able to complete that. And people can do it individually. People are more than welcome just to do it themselves if they'd like. And they can also form a team.
Very
So if they form a team, they have more team members maybe to go to the different locations. But it's building that community also.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love that.
So to kind of build off what Brenda's just said too, so if you play solo, the one thing about the platform that we're using, you can only participate in one passport at a time. So you can't be registered for multiple at once, so you'd have to complete that one and then go back and do another one. But if you compete as a team or you play as a team, what you can do is have multiple team members sign up for multiple passports, and you can kind of complete them simultaneously.
Yes.
What that means is not one team member is going to do this one, one's going to do this one. It's like you're working on it together, but that way you can go through downtown and stop at a location that's part of historic at the same time as you stop at one for food and beverage. So you're making the most of your time. So there is kind of a bonus aspect to playing with the team, but it's definitely doable as a solo participant as well.
Excellent.
Oh, I think the one category that wasn't missing was arts.
Yeah.
There was one more, so it's like when you're saying downtown, because there's a lot of the art is downtown.
Yeah. So we have a
Yes.
downtown discovery, art, historic,
Food and-
citywide, Schubert, and then food and beverage.
Wow. You're really hitting on all the angles,
All of it.
all the things. I
Working
love
on
it.
Yes.
Okay, so July, and remind, it's July
25th.
25th is the
Saturday,
kickoff.
yeah.
Saturday.
July
28th.
25th.
So July 25th, I wake up. I am raring to go for this scavenger hunt. I have collected my team. I have Schubert. I have Mayor Cahill. We are hitting the streets. Where do I go first? How do I find this
Yep, so
platform?
your choice for which passport, Sydney can explain
Yeah.
how
So
it works a little better.
we have a platform called Brighter that we're using. And so what you would do is you would go to the Brighter website, and that can be found on the Beverly 400 website. So if you go there, there's a link directly to the Brighter website. Right there is a welcome page. It explains kind of what to expect. There's a how it works page that explains a little bit more in detail. And then there's a passports page, which will actually go live tomorrow, the 11th. And you can select your passport there. So then you select register, and then it kind of walks you through the prompts of what to do. While you can register now, the QR codes and things that you need to scan will not be made available until the 25th. And so if you wake up and you're ready to go on the 25th, you're going to get out your Brighter, going to go to Brighter website, and you are going to open up your passport. And then you will start exploring. So it lists the locations that are included in that particular passport. Under each location are one of possibly, could be all three, could be one. It says clue, which is the clue where you'll find the QR code you need to scan at that location. So some of the businesses have gotten really fun and creative with clues or tasks where we hid the QR code inside a business. So you're looking for it based off the clue, and you got to go scan it to check in at that location. Some businesses are offering promotions, which is really fun, so keep an eye out for those. And then there are some locations where we're offering bonus challenges, and those are actually for additional entries for the grand prize.
Wow.
So every completed passport gives you one entry, except for citywide, it's worth a little bit more because it's a little bit more expansive. And then bonus challenges earn you additional entries too. So there's ways to get a ton of entries into the grand prize, which is definitely worth it.
Amazing.
So, and another way to sign up too is you could go to the website, which is, Cindy said it's on the Beverly 400 page, but also all the participating businesses will have a QR code now that somewhere around the register or somewhere, hopefully easy to find, that has the QR code to sign up.
Perfect.
So that will take you to the page to sign up for it. So if you're in a business and see that, all you have to do is take your phone out and scan the QR code and sign up right there.
Yep.
Awesome.
So that'll take you to the welcome page, which gives you details, and then you can toggle to the passport options.
Great. All right. So everyone should be registering throughout this month, getting ready, getting their
Yeah.
teams ready,
Correct.
preparing. Love that. And then we just get out there and start finding all these QR codes.
And it's
there-
unlimited, the number of people that can participate.
Oh,
So the more
amazing.
people, the better. So we don't have a limit on it. So, yeah.
Sure.
So
Get the
everybody
whole
needs
town out there.
Exactly. They need to tell their friends and their neighbors and,
And there's
gather
no
people
deadline
together.
to register. So you can register on the 28th, the very last day of the like scavenger hunt, and you can complete the passport that day. You don't have to like register by the start of the event. People can kind of see it going on and then hop in like the very last day, or you can do it all 4 days. So
Wow.
completely up to you guys.
Amazing. This sounds like a really fun event for families. Would you say this is family
Totally,
friendly?
totally family friendly.
Yeah.
We had
I
that
can
in
just
mind and planning to make sure that everything we did would be kid friendly as well.
Awesome. Very cool.
And trying to make it accessible too for everybody.
Amazing. That's really important. Wow. You guys have put a lot of thought into this. I mean, this has been in the planning for 2 years. How did you decide what places to include? How did those conversations go? I mean, I'm sure that was just so much work.
Well, a couple different ways on that. We had sent like flyers and information, some through the chamber. The chamber put a couple posts up for us to see if businesses in the community wanted to participate, and some people responded to that.
Nice.
Some people reached out to us, finding out that we were doing this, and then we just kind of pounded the pavement and walked into businesses and asked them if they would like to.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's still like changing too. So like some
Yes.
businesses are still like applying now and still saying they want to be involved. So what you see there now or tomorrow when you start to register, a few more locations might pop in there along the way too. So
Very cool.
pretty much businesses can hop in up until almost the last second, which is really fun. So
Right, so people can't think that they can look at things now and like plot it
And
all out and
know,
kind
yeah.
of know that's not going to
nothing's
happen.
made available yet.
Well, and also
And things are still changing.
Yeah.
Things could be changing.
Amazing.
Up until like probably the very end.
So
All right.
clues are not available yet. The QR codes are not available. So even if you register and then you think you can go and try and complete it, you're not going to find any QR codes and you're not going to find any clues. So you'll be a little stumped.
Okay.
That everyone will have to go back into the businesses. And there will be a way, we won't tell you how, but there will be a way that people can scan a QR code at a business that they go to if the business isn't open.
Ooh,
So, yeah, so they
okay.
don't have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about the hours of the business. We're trying to post all the hours
Perfect.
for each business on the passport so that they know, but also if it's after hours that they go, that we can, that they'll still be able to mark that they were there.
Yes, sorry. This is unprofessional. Sorry to everyone listening to my phone screaming at us.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. We're doing more of that. Great. This is great.
You're really popular.
Sean, you're going to cut all of this out. Moving right along. Oh my God.
Somebody
what was I
wants
doing?
you. Lindsay, somebody really needs
This is
you.
not even my notification. How exciting. I don't know what my phone is doing. Okay, well, moving right along. It sounds like, first of all, let's make a little call for any business owner who still wants to get involved. They still can get involved. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, amazing. So if anyone wants to still get involved in this, you certainly can. Reach out to,
It would be our email. So bev400.scavengerhunt@gmail.com.
perfect. All
It's
right.
also on the, there's a Beverly 400 Scavenger Hunt page, Discover Beverly.
Yes.
So there's a Facebook page that people can go on that and get information, and also on the Beverly 400 website.
Wow, amazing. Excellent. So, in planning all this, I know it's been years and you've been looking at all of this over and over, so I'm sure you're just like, oh my gosh, like I can't wait for it to actually start. But along the way, was there anything you discovered about Beverly that you were just like, oh, I didn't even know this. How did this get by me?
Probably a lot of the history.
Yeah?
More than anything. And Sydney has been delving into that more and doing a lot of research. I still need to read a lot of what the information that she's accumulated because it's a lot and it's really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I kind of deep dove into the history part and even some of our arts, and like I went into like the archives essentially of like history downtown, and found out about all the different historic locations. Historic Beverly helped a lot with this as well.
Amazing.
They like kind of proofed all my stuff, made sure that everything was accurate, but the historic descriptions you see in the passport were all like researched and crafted, and I think that's been the most fun for me, has been learning about some of these spots or like the little hidden gems that I had no idea. There is so much revolutionary history in Beverly.
Yes.
And it was really fun to learn about that, to some of the like famous people who have come to visit. And there are a lot of really cool spots to visit for the historic passport for sure. And even the art one, like some of the, we have a great arts district downtown. So
Yes, we do.
highlighting some of the murals downtown, how those came to be, that's been a lot of fun too.
That's cool. Yeah, because I think we have amazing street art and murals and all these things incorporated into our city, but I could not tell you when they were painted, who they were painted by, how they got here.
Their names,
so
yeah.
That's exciting. Oh, I'll definitely want to take the art passport.
The art pass, there's a really fun item on the art passport too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Really fun, yeah.
And
That-
there's a bonus challenge
that was
associated with it, yeah.
That was a big thing that I learned about that I didn't know that was here. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
So
spoil
we'll
that
have to
one.
wait
No,
to
I'm
find
not
out.
gonna give any more clues on that, but it was that's one that
It's
I
probably
think people
something
would have
that
a lot
you've
of fun
driven
with.
by a ton of times
And
and not
realize,
even known it.
Yeah, didn't even realize was there.
Oh, intrigue.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're all going to wake up and want that art passport. I need to know. That's awesome. And in creating this event, as you know, along the way, has this made you see Beverly in any different way? Are you sort of more appreciative of certain things? How has this helped you with your relationship with the city?
I love Beverly. Like when thinking about like where I'm gonna buy a future house, like I do not want to move away from here because of the community. I think that one thing about Beverly that is like unlike any other town or city around here is people know everybody. Like you go around and you see people you know and you interact, and it's just like it is wild how much fun we have together and like the community aspect. So I think that's made me see this in a different light, like the eagerness of some of the business owners to participate and like their willingness to offer really cool promotions and be like, I love this idea, and like really deep dive into be like, I want to create a fun task to do to find the QR code, or like hide it here. And just the way that they've kind of completely like been excited to do this, I think has been the most fun for me. And I think that made me see Beverly in an even more positive light of like, these people are so excited to give back to the community. So I love that part.
It's very collaborative.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
We're very enthusiastic to get involved
Exactly.
and do. I mean, just look at all the events that have come out of the 400.
Yep.
It takes a lot of hands, and it's just folks that are volunteering their time like you are. So it's pretty incredible to see. Amazing. Ugh. Well, what if at the end of all of this, you had one thing that you want participants to walk away from in the scavenger hunt? Is there something you want some folks to take away?
I think just have a really good time and feel the sense of community that's here and get to know more people.
Yeah.
Like, talk to people and get to know them, get to know your neighbors, and I
That's
think
awesome.
that's the biggest
Businesses,
thing.
yeah.
I love
Getting
that.
to know people and realizing how many businesses are downtown, I shouldn't say downtown, in Beverly. How
Yeah.
many, and the variety of businesses and everything, and to support them.
Definitely.
To really think about going in, and there are people that live in your community, and and
Or
just
even
have fun.
Joining in your own like volunteer committee. There's so many committees in Beverly that would love to have people. So thinking about like, how can I get involved? I think one thing that I do want to highlight that I don't know that we touched on, I think like people are like, oh, this is a lot of fun, but kind of what's in it for me at the end type thing too. I also want to kind of highlight the grand prize, because that is a really big aspect of this as well. So it's not just like, yay, you completed the passport. Like there's some real skin in the game.
Okay.
Our grand prize gift basket is valued at over $500 with a bunch of different things in it, from, Beverly merch to like specialty items, gift cards from some of our local businesses, and then a few other like mystery items in there too. And then even if you're not the grand prize winner, every single person who participates is going to be getting a participation prize, which is Beverly 400 themed as well. So
That's great.
they're And that is all at the culminating event. So like grand prize winners will be there, and participation prizes can be picked up there. We'll be announcing some of our promotion winners too. Like you can enter, some of these places are, if you stop at their location, you're entered to win something free, which is really fun. So we'll be announcing the winners at the event. So I would definitely say make sure you attend the event on Wednesday as well. So the scavenger hunt portion is the 25th through the 28th, which is a Saturday through a Tuesday, and then Wednesday attend the final event.
Awesome.
And it's 5 to 7?
5 to
Sydney,
7,
right, 5
yep,
to 7.
at Backbeat.
And just a little bit extra on that, it's at Backbeat Brewery, and they have
Yes.
trivia after.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
also people
fun.
come to the party, and then
And
they
stay
can
for
stay for trivia.
Wow.
And then, Cindy, can
okay.
you confirm about if there's a team, how they would win the basket, like individual members, how they, with them entering?
Yeah.
Because I think that could be a little confusing to people.
Yeah, for sure. So we, when you sign up for a passport, there are registration questions. And if you're playing solo, you would just put your information in so that we can contact you. But if you are technically the team captain signing up, you are going to put in all your team members' names and the phone numbers. Phone numbers are only going to be used if we're contacting you to win a prize. But other than that, we're not using that information. So that's kind of how we can tell the teams who participated, and then we're doing it the old-fashioned way, but we're like manually entering every single person into a giant raffle for the grand prize. So like
Wow.
every single person who completes a passport, their name gets written down, gets put in for the entry. If they complete a bonus challenge, like as a team, all their names get put down again and get put into the prize basket. So
Okay.
that's where we're really kind of pushing for those bonus challenges, because it really ups your odds of getting
Absolutely.
that grand prize. And again, you can complete one passport. You can really like go all out and complete all 6, which you have, if you're doing all 6, I think you would have 6. So
You
I
have a
think
lot
like
of
12,
entries.
12 or 13, like 12 or 14, I think, possible entries for the grand
for
prize.
that grand prize.
So it really kind of incentivizes you to like get out there and discover Beverly.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, fun. So this will be Wednesday, July 29th, 5 to 7 at Backbeat.
Correct.
So if you've completed any of these passports, or even if you just went out, enjoyed it, and want to see everyone else who enjoyed the event too,
You can still come to the
come on
event.
down
Yeah.
to Backbeat.
Yep.
Excellent. You'll
And
be
the participants will be, the first 150 participants will receive a prize.
Yes.
Wow.
Or a little gift. So if we end up getting 300 participants,
That's the
we'll
one
have to
hard thing.
So
revisit.
get there
like-
early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get there early, make
Yeah.
sure to come. And then the other thing too, just so that people know that, and Cindy can explain this, about for the passports with registering, that when they do the passport, they get emails, right? Just so that they know that they get emails coming in. Is it when they register for each passport?
Yeah, so when you
they'll get an
register,
email?
you'll get like a confirmation email saying like you've registered for this, and I think that's how you eventually go in and find your passport to start. So you will get some email communications from Brighter, the website, but again, it's it's for those 4 days, and then you can
Yeah,
get
you're
rid
gonna
of
be
them
done with
after.
that.
Yeah.
But
It'll be for
it'll-
each passport. So each
Perfect.
passport is its separate registration.
Yeah.
So if you register for one and then you finish that up and you're ready to go to the next one, you just register again.
register for a new one.
Amazing.
Yes.
Easy. Well, I've seen the passport concept done before, usually just on paper. This is so cool to be able to have this all in an app, on your phone, on the website, like easier to kind of get everything all together. So that's great. And I'm sure it was a lot of work.
It is. It's kind of interesting too, because this the platform that we're using isn't necessarily designed to be a scavenger hunt platform. So it's taken kind of a little finagling to figure out how we're going to make it work as a scavenger hunt, but I'm actually really happy with kind of how
Yeah.
it's shaping up and the way that it's going to work out. It's a great way to it pops out some information about the location on the side, so we can kind of give you some of the historic pieces or some highlights for businesses or things like that. So it ended up being really kind of a cool platform for this.
Awesome. Amazing.
It's also great, kind of going along on that, great marketing and advertising for the businesses at no expense to them at all. So
True.
usually this kind of thing they have to buy into
Sure.
to get their name out, and they don't have to, they
It's a
have no
light lift.
expense. Yeah, really light lift for them. And their name will be, and their hours and, and all their information on,
That's great.
on each passport and for everybody to see.
Amazing. Well, that's been kind of the most fun for me, I guess, with Beverly 400 is, we're celebrating our history, we're looking back and really commemorating everything that this city has been for the last 400 years, but we're also looking at what we are right now and supporting our small businesses and really celebrating the community that's here in this moment. It'll be really interesting for folks to look back on this time later and just know that we just did so much, and it was just a really lovely year of everyone coming together. So I appreciate all your work on all of this, because I know it's been a lot. And I'm sure all the small businesses are really excited too, and happy that you were able to bring this all together.
Yep. It's been great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for both coming on the podcast today. This has been really fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I cannot wait until the end of the month. I can't wait to get my passports and get going on
Put
this.
your team together.
I got my team.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm going to go register today, so I'm all set up in the website, and then I'll be waiting to kick it off that Saturday.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And we will be back next month. Get ready for homecoming, guys. It's coming fast and furious, and it's going to be a really, really fun time. We have lots of events coming up. We'll talk all about it next month. Until then, happy 400th.
Bye, guys.
Bye.